All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome as you're coming in. We've got a lot of people that have signed up to be on today's webinar. We're excited to have you here. If you would, as you're coming in the chat, just put on where you're coming in from. The chat bar should be over to the side there. You can type in. There's also a Q&A panel there where you can ask any questions. We have Deidre on here. She is the head of our recruiting group, and she'll be able to answer any questions that you have in there. We also have Tommy Mello. He is actually the owner of A1, and he's going to be sharing some of the things with you about the A1 journey as we go through. Just keep got tons of people coming in. We're going to give it just a minute for everyone to join. Again, if you click on the bottom of your screen, there should be a chat bubble there and a Q&A. So you can go in there and, just like I said, tell us where you're coming in from. Tell us where you're located, and we'll go from there. Somebody has their hand raised. We're not going to be unmuting people on this, so you'll have to go into the question box and answer and ask any questions you got there. Perfect. All right. Tucson, says Craig. Welcome, Craig. Come on, this is participatory, so please let us know. I'm not going to say your last name, but just let us know where you're coming in from. Awesome. So how many we got? It's still adding in. People are still joining us. We're going to give it just a couple of minutes to get started. So just as we do this, one of the things we want to share with A1 Garage Door Service is the fact of the mission of A1. That is delivering amazing customer experiences one neighborhood at a time, and doing that through core values. It would be, I had a great where I could share some videos, but unfortunately the way the webinar thing works, it doesn't always give us the ability to do that. And let's see, chat is off. Okay, we'll just put it in the question box. I won't mention chat again, so just put any questions you have in there, tell us where you're at, and we'll go from there. So perfect. We got Adam from Dearborn, Derek from Albuquerque, Joe from Tucson, Tom from Clarkston, Michigan, Avery from New Mexico, Austin and Charlotte, that Zoom user in Kansas and Wichita, Kyle in California. Cool. So yeah, just use the question box. The chat, I don't know why chat is disabled, but just use the Q&A box. Yeah, from here going here. We got Ryan in Boise, David in, move this over here so I can see these things as they come in. Salarita is where Lori is. Cool. All right, so we're going to get started. We got a bunch of people on here and a bunch of questions coming in, a bunch of people telling us where they're coming in from. Let's see. Of any upfront cost for tools required for the job. We're going to cover all of that, and you'll be pleasantly surprised whenever you see as we go through here. All right, so we have Tommy Mello on here. This is a rare occasion that he's able to take a few minutes out of his day to hop on here with us. If you don't know who Tommy is, almost every home service company owner in the country knows who Tommy Mello is, just because of the impact he's had in home services. Not only is he the sole owner of A1 Garage Door Service, which is one of the largest garage door service companies in the country, is also a best-selling author with Home Service Millionaire. He's looked to it with it, has a podcast, Home Service Expert, that gets tens of thousands of downloads every month. And he's been featured in Entrepreneur, Forbes, Huffington Post, Inc., and Small Business Trends. So Tommy, thank you for taking the time to be here with us, coming to us live from his office there in Phoenix. So I'm going to talk a couple of things, and that is, tell us about how this all got started, Tommy. We're going to talk about the job and everything else, but we want you to have kind of a feel for A1. So this was your first van?
Yes, sir. That was it. That was the long time ago. It's come a long ways.
Right. So this was 2009. One truck, basically one van with the white, all the way to now state of the art, amazing branding. Basically millions of dollars into the brand in order to make it so that whenever you're driving through a neighborhood, people see it, remember it, and know who you are. The company is headquartered in Phoenix, Arizona. That's where it got started. However, now, and as you know, because we've named all the places where people are coming in from, that we're located now in 29 markets in 16 states and growing basically every week to every month, adding new locations into the mix. And from that, I said, it's basically it's going to be domination of the United States and Canada. And we even have Hawaii down there, because that's going to be on the map as well when we do that. And what happens with a lot of companies is they become a big company, but then they're not really the best place to work. Well, A1 is not only the biggest company whenever it comes to garage door repair and garage door service and installation, it's also voted one of the best places to work in 2022. A lot of times the companies have this and it was from 4 or 5 years ago. This is in 2022. A1 is one of the best places to work. And as far as it rapidly growing, there's over 400 employees today. And those employees are set up ultimately for success because of mainly one thing, and that is industry-leading training and tools. So Tommy, tell us a little bit about your investment into the training, the tools. We've already been asked about the tools and everything that you do to set these people up for success.
Thanks, Jody. You know, I've known Jody now for over a decade, and I really, he's just one of my best friends. It was his birthday, so congratulations on turning 40, Jody. Very excited. Listen, I'll tell you guys, this is no bullshit. COVID happened. I had 10 people outside of my door trying to give me all their PTO for other employees. Everyone here has each other's back, first and foremost. I'm writing a book right now, another book, and it's all about lifting everybody up. It's about being the best version of yourself possible. It's about making lots of money. You know, some of the things that we do here is we cover a majority of AFLAC. We do mandatory PTO. I want you guys to take time off and get paid for it. We've got insurance, dental, 401k. We invest in the Dave Ramsey program. We've got a dream manager that works here that focuses on the goals and dreams that you have. I know that sounds kind of different, but I care about home ownership. I care about your guys' relationships with your wives, significant other, your kids. We try to get them included in this. It's very, very important that you're hitting your personal goals and dreams. My dad almost passed away from COVID, and it was a really hard time for me, but I prayed that I'd get another chance to hang out with him. And I've been able to take him on a lot of little trips to go visit other markets. And he's been a big part of my life this last year because I got a second chance. And I think that you guys should have an opportunity to do whatever you want to do. If you weren't able to get your wife a really nice ring 10 years ago, this is the spot to do it. If you can't make 6 figures your first year here, we just changed the way we're paying, that we give no demotions. You've got a scorecard that we help you win. We've got the most amazing trainers, which we're going to go over. I'll tell you guys, we have 51 technicians right now in our training class next door. And these guys are like blown away. We teach them eye contact, tonality, body language. We focus on the right questions to ask. When people leave here, they get an amazing graduation. We go bowling. We give an amazing certificate. And my dream, which has come reality, is that the certificate could take you anywhere you want. You could become a traveling tech. You could move to any market you choose. We just closed a company on Thursday in Denver. It's an amazing company. Their technicians are training right now. It's a 60-day course. You spend 1 month in your own market becoming a badass. Then you come here. The way that I best describe it, Jody, is you go through, it's not really a hell week, but you go on ride-alongs, and then you join the Navy. And then when you come here, you become a Navy SEAL. And when you leave here, you're on SEAL Team 6. You are the best of the best. And we think it's important to praise you, to better your best every day, and help you accomplish your dreams. I don't really care. A1 does well, but I care that you become a better father or a better mother. We do have a woman technician. She's amazing. But I really want the best for you guys. I can't say that. I want to show you when you meet me, when we have lunch and breakfast together. When I go there, we do a 4-hour orientation that I'm giving 4 hours. We've got Big Buck Hunter, Golden Tee. We've got the pinball there, Dirty Harry. We have a lot of fun. I had 2 guys over 2 nights ago. We watched the new Top Gun. It was phenomenal. We want to get involved in local charities. We donate some time when you guys are here where we feed the hungry children. Last year we shopped with a cop. We did a water drive. We did 25,000 bottles of water. I just think you meet a lot of owners that are full of shit. You meet a lot of people that are just not genuine. If you don't believe that working here, I want the best, and I want you to set records, and I want you to make a ton of money, then I need you to call. I'd love to get a couple of my guys that I care about a lot on the phones. Better credit scores. I got a guy that owns 5 houses that made more money in equity last year than he made here. This is what's important. And I wanted to be on this call, and I'll always take time for people that want to come win. If you want to win, I played a lot of sports. I love winning, but it's more important for me to watch you win now. And I know I'm dragging this out, Jody, but I just think it's so important that you understand that everybody here, from CSR to dispatcher to installer to technician, they're all on performance, and they're all motivated in the same direction. You get a brand new vehicle. You get the best state-of-the-art tools in the industry that we pay for you. We get, look, if there's something out there that we don't have, we've got our own trademarks on the best cycle parts. And here's all I care about. It's not about sales. It's about giving people options and treating people like they treat their mom. If you want to come here and win, and you want to treat everybody, sometimes a Band-Aid repair is what's right. Sometimes just doing the right thing for the client to earn their business and be their garage door guy forever is way more important to me than sales. It's earning their business, because I want them to tell their neighbors, their friends, and their family all about us. So I'm sitting here telling you, and I hate telling people who we are. I like showing them. And when you do a ride along, when you get the opportunity to join the team, it's just hands down, I want to make your life the best it's ever been. I want to meet your wife or your husband. I want to get your kids involved. And I want you to just really think long and hard if you're ready, because this is it. This is the time. This isn't no pyramid. Guys come here, they're like, I didn't think this was real. They were like, I had no idea this is the real deal. And this is the realest thing you guys have ever seen. We're in the middle of purchasing 40 more companies across the United States. We are ready to go. And we need people. I'll teach you that we're the best company. I think you'll learn to become my friend. You guys will have the best, newest trucks in the industry. The one thing that I care the most about is that you believe in yourself, and you could give somebody a good handshake. You could tell a great story, that you enjoy meeting people, because my job is to help you guys make friends in garages. That's really what we do here. And I know this is a run-on sentence and I keep talking, but I just get very, very excited and passionate about the future. And I can't wait. I can't wait. I pray that you guys realize this opportunity and you don't take it. You show up to the ride-alongs. You give it your all those first 30 days, because if you do, your life will change forever. You'll make the most amount of money. You'll get all the benefits that you could think of. And that's what counts. It really does. So Jody, take us away.
All right. I appreciate it, Tommy. Like I said, and if you don't think Tommy Mello is infectious, now you know he is. So and look at that. It's like one of the things we had the break room there, because culture is important, as well as making money is important. But you want to work at a place that you feel good about coming to work to, and having things that provide work-life balance. Like one of the things that the technicians and installers have is the ability to dispatch from home, so that you can start your day in your driveway and end your day in your driveway. That gives you more quality of life. It gives you more work-life balance to be able to be home. You're going to work hard, and you're going to have to work hard in order to make the money. People are asking, is there sales incentives and bonuses? Absolutely. The sky is the limit as far as what you can make, but we got to do it ethically, and we got to do it with the best interest of the customer, of the homeowner in mind. But with that being said, you're going to be taught everything that you need to know how to do to help them understand the best solution without really feeling like you're having to sell anything. Now, granted, sales is always it's part of any part of life, but it's done in a way that makes them feel good and you feel good about the outcome. And speaking of that, with that, we're going to provide you with state-of-the-art software and technology. A tablet we use ServiceTitan, the #1 CRM in the home service industry. Matter of fact, A1 was the first non-air conditioning or plumbing company to be able to use ServiceTitan. And you have that on a tablet. You're able to show the customer, you're able to get them to sign electronically right there. The paperwork is all done inside of the iPad, inside of the phone, so that it happens immediately. And you're provided with those tools. You're provided with the technology to do those things. And as I mentioned, it's sell by informing. Tommy wants you to take it apart and bring them out there and show them why what's going to be done needs to be done. So in that process, so that you feel good about what you're doing. The other thing that you need to think about here is look at your current situation. And again, we know that great people are already working for someone else, but what you have to look at is look at your circle of people that you're around. If you don't get inspired, then you don't have a circle, you have a cage. So we want you to feel like we want you to be a better person, a better father, a better mother, a better son, daughter, person, member of your community, and make money in the process and leave having made more money than you ever thought possible.
Jody,
And
can
part
I
of
tell a
that,
quick story?
yeah,
So on the bottom of this slide, I had a guy call me. Actually, Jody, you were with me on that trip.
yeah,
We were in
I was there.
Orlando, and the guy called me and he said, "Man, listen, I feel like I'm letting you down. I've only been here for about 6 weeks." And I said, "Listen, are you near a bathroom or somewhere with a mirror or near a vehicle?" And I said, "I want you to look at yourself, and I need you to believe in you. I need you to want more." I said, "Listen, I'm going to get 3 technicians on the phone." And we talked to him for 25 minutes. I said, "Start having fun. When the dog comes up at the residence, we always knock because friends knock, neighbors ring the doorbell." I said, "Play with the dog, make a new friend." He walked out of there. I'm telling you guys, that week he made $3,500. We pay weekly too. We don't pay bi-weekly. We pay weekly. And to watch the people that turn around and they make new friendships and they start hanging out with successful people, not to say, listen, there are people in my life that I truly care about, but I had to pivot away from them because they were so envious and jealous of success. When you leave here, you're going to have a lot of great friends. You're going to have people. We've got an amazing apartment, and Jody's going to show you that. But I want you guys to feel like you're winning every minute. And if you need help, we're here. This isn't, when I played football, I did 2-a-days. I practiced 2 times a day to play 1 game. So I practiced 10 times to play 1. This place is always trying to refine the process and give you guys everything you need to dominate, to make the money, to take care of your family. But here's the most important thing. I don't want you guys running 8 jobs in a day. I don't want you on call 24/7. I want you guys to run 3 jobs and let them count, make a friend, get great reviews, put our sticker up. And I want you guys to get home by dinner. That's the crazy thing. This is no bullshit. I wish I had a bunch of guys on here that get to work with us. My coworkers are absolutely phenomenal, but it's an interesting story because we want you guys. We're not going to let you fail. If you got a will, we're going to find a way. Thanks, Jody.
Yeah. Alex said, I was there. We were riding and that call came in and he's like, I didn't think I would ever even be able to talk to you. Right. Because I mean, you'll see, I'm going to send everyone links to some of the videos of employees. The fact that Tommy does, he gives you his number to be able to reach out to whenever you have an issue with those kind of things happening. Now there's a team in place too, but it's not, he's always there for you. I mean, I've been at dinner with Tommy and he sees somebody that looks like a great person and then basically said, hey, here's my phone number. I have a great position for you at A1 to be able to do that. So in looking at it, one of the things that you look at from the standpoint of there's world-class onboarding, the training facility. This isn't even this isn't the new training facility. The new one is basically put about almost $1 million into the training facility for the new one, because this one was in the warehouse. The new one is over in an office building next door to the headquarters. You have KPI boards. You never have to wonder where you're at as far as in terms of what you're going to be making, as far as where the jobs are coming from. You have dispatchers assigned to you. During training, now you do have to come to Phoenix for that for the Navy SEAL training or the garage door SEAL training. And when you're there, we fly you in. You don't pay for that. You don't pay for the training. You actually get paid during the training. And we provide you with an apartment to stay in while you're there and give you vouchers for meals so that everything is taken care of. You're getting fed breakfast. The trainers are going to cook breakfast for you. They're going to make sure that you have everything that you need in order to be successful. And then at the end of training, you're not going to get some old broke down vehicle. You're going to get a new, freshly wrapped vehicle, completely stocked, and all the tools that you need so that you can take that van. It's yours. You're going to be taking care of it. It's going to be yours. You're going to take that back to your market. And so that you can hit the ground running as first day that you're back in the market and start making calls. You're going to have gone through the role playing. Go ahead, Tommy.
First of all, the vans are state of the art. We've literally spent years perfecting the perfect vans that are set up. They're unlike anything. Everything's made out of aluminum. aluminum. We put into you got the chargers for your batteries. You got the latest, best impacts. It's about $3,500 worth of tools. And I'm telling you guys, it's, if I had this 15 years ago, I don't know where I'd be today because I didn't have anything like this, but the whole training center is air conditioned. There's about 25 doors. We teach you the words to say. We never say agreement, or we never say contract. We say, okay, the paperwork. We never say cheapest. We say most economical. We work on the right words, the right eye contact. Role play was a bad word years ago. I like to call it practicing. Every corner in that building, if I walked over there with 51 amazing people, human beings over there, they're there working on the right questions, how to return a question with a question. The things that you'll learn here will change your life. I just get super excited, Jody. I'm sorry. It's just, I just watch these people blossom. And then they say, I got a guy that just got married and bought a house, just had a kid. He's worked for us for 2 years. He was struggling for the first 6 months. The training, the dream manager. But the fact is, we've got people that'll work with you on a daily basis to make sure it's simple. And it's not, you need to sell performance improvement plans. We genuinely just want you to ask the right questions. We always say my favorite 3 letters is ASK, just ask. We've got financing. We call it promotions. These little subtleties, the way that we do things here have been tested. They're true. 400 employees was 2 months ago. We're going to near 600 here in the next month. And you guys are going to be part of something that you could take anywhere you want in the world and be the baddest ass MFer.
If somebody asks a question, is there high turnover? No, we're not bringing in 50 people a month because there's high turnover. That's how fast A1 is growing.
If 2 guys fall out in the next 60 days, I'll be shocked. If 2 guys fail, listen, if you don't show up if you're hungover and you smell like booze or you're smoking weed beforehand, obviously that's not something that I want in my house, in my garage with my family. So those are things we look at. But if you're trying, you will not fail here. If you could look me in the eye, shake my hand, and smile, you're going to win. Now, if you're a Debbie Downer, everything is you're a victim, and the world hates you, and every time you go into a house, you say they didn't have any money and they're broke. Like, that's just a victim mentality. We're going to try to get you to surpass those limiting thoughts. But overall, that's just not a way. It's very hard to fail here with the people we have to help you.
And not only the people that are helping are not only the trainers and not only the dispatchers, not only the management team. People are wondering, back to that, is there high turnover? No, there's not. And one of the reasons there's not is because A1 also has, over here, the best branding and advertising in every market. Whenever A1 rolls into a market, A1 dominates because they run with billboards, TV commercials, mobile showrooms, yard signs. Every job that you run, you're going to ask the customer, we did a great job here. Would you
We're number one on Google. We've got the most reviews. And you don't make any cold calling. Every lead you go to is booked by our CSRs. It's all inbound. We don't do any outbound calls. We're taking 600 calls per day, booking 600 calls per day. Our CSRs get paid to book the phone call. Our dispatchers get the right guy to the right job at the right time. This isn't a job where you're like, you will make 6 figures at this company. You will succeed. You will. If you get hired, you're coming on to the best training you're ever going to get. I don't believe in having to go door knock and cold call people. We book the calls for you. We set you up your entire day, 3 to 4 jobs, and you're winning.
So if A1 is already in an area, do I work with them or for them, or am I a business owner and it's my competition? No, this isn't a 1099 position. These are all W-2. You're an employee of A1 if A1 is in that area. Absolutely. The other thing, along with the yard signs, is putting Valpak mailers, and there are teams on the ground that are going neighborhood by neighborhood, knocking on doors, saying, "Hey, we're just in the area. We want to do a free lube of your door to go in." And the sole reason is to put a sticker.
So that's a whole different position, and I don't want to confuse.
But that's not this position. I'm saying that's what's going to support you and make it so that you have the jobs to run on, is because there's teams doing that work for you. I'm still talking about
it's high school, amazing usually young gentlemen. We've had several young ladies. They're in high school. They go out there and they're putting stickers out, lubricating the doors, and those stickers become incredible amounts of future jobs. So when we're in a new market, we do everything we can to succeed. We start meeting the builders. We do all this work. We don't make you go meet with builders or go, having a talk in front of a bunch of people. You're just out there to meet homeowners that have an issue with their garage and give them the best opportunity in the world to fix it the right way.
Right.
It's the right way, not the
right. And your time is too valuable to be doing these other things. We need you in the field working on the doors, turning wrenches, because that's the only way that money comes into the company. And that's why you are you will be the number one goal is for all these people to support you in what you're doing. If you're like, well, am I going to be able to make money right out of the gate? So Tommy, tell me a little bit about the top three guys that Dan has in his area.
So Dan Farr's out of Detroit. Jacob's sitting there, the second on the right. He's the lead tech. We've got junior techs, and senior techs and lead techs. Then we've got a MAP program. It's a market acceleration technician training program. We've got two guys that'll work with you guys full time. We've got this turnover team. We've got all these different things within the company. Your vans get restocked every single week. Usually, so we're on 2 meetings every morning, 2 15-minute quick calls to talk about the big wins from the day before. Our meetings are always positive. We'll never call on somebody and say you didn't do good, ever. Then we've got a Thursday morning meeting. You get to hang out with all the guys. We cook for you at the meetings. We've got every single location has got a barbecue. It's got a ping pong table. It's got our core values all over. We've got a training center. The majority of them we're sending out small mobile training centers for each location. And here's the thing. The way that you get paid is we take the tax and the material cost out of it. And the average ticket in the company is $800. The average cost is around 20%. So let's just say, for the sake of numbers, you're at, well, let's see here, 160 minus 800 is 640. So you'd make 15%. So that, you when you do your ride alongs, guys will be like, I just made 400 on that call. And I don't care if I get a phone call with a guy that said, and this happens daily, I made $2,000 today. I get excited because they're motivated in the same way I'm motivated. When they succeed, I don't fail. I never get mad. There's a lot of people in this company, technician wise, that make more money than I do. We have a lot of guys that are going to make 200,000 this year. We have guys that we took to Cabo San Lucas. If you do $1 million in a year, which is, we're going to have about 40 guys this year that do that. We take them on a big trip. We got this huge Marlin. We have a lot of fun here. We're always doing fun things. Dan, the guy you just saw, Detroit, he took all the guys to a baseball game. The Tigers kick ass. I'm from Detroit, so I have to say that. But it should be fun. It should be a good place that you enjoy coming to on Mondays. And if you don't hit it out of the park on every call, you get back, you got another try the next call. And there's nothing more rewarding when a mother says, oh my gosh, my door is safe. It's never sounded so quiet. They've got the MyQ on their cell phone. They can open the door from anywhere in the world. People say I never sell things people don't need. I say, if you bought a new iPhone or a new Droid, I sell things people want. They wanted this stuff. They made a lot of money on their home in the last couple of years. It's just a fun experience. I want you guys to come check it out. Do a ride along, see if it fits. The people you'll be riding with will tell you, they won't bullshit you. They'll tell you exactly how it is. And it's real. You can't make this stuff up. You literally will go for a ride along and see what people think. And the money's real. I wish I could show you their pays, but I'm not allowed to do that. But it's consistently lots and lots and lots of money.
I love it. Sometimes you, the people, the attendees of the online training can say it better than we can. So Tina says, I researched A1. I was unable to find any negative reviews that were reasonable. I also read several employee reviews. It seems that A1 is upstanding. Only question is when and where. Well, when and where is go apply to a1.com. It's on the screen right there. Try to make it as easy as possible. You'll go there. It's got the description for the job. You click one other link and it takes you to the application. Once you have applied, then you're going to be receiving a text message and an email from us that's going to have a link for you to go do a quick video interview. You're going to see Tommy there again telling you thank you for your interest. going to answer 4 or 5 very simple questions. You can use your iPhone, your Android, a tablet, and just answer the questions. They're very simple, very easy to answer. And what that does is kind of gives us the ability to then look at your application, look at the video interview, and then get with our hiring manager for them to review it, to identify them and make it to move to the next step for an in-person interview in your market. Now, it may not be in person, it may be Zoom, because some of our hiring managers manage several markets, but they will set up a time to interview you. But the first step is, we need to see that you're committed enough to go through, fill out the application, also do the video interview. It take you literally 5 minutes to do it. It's not a contest. It's just to see that you're committed to the position. And then we get to look at that. We schedule the interview with the hiring manager. Then from there, a ride along, so that you get to spend a day in the market with a technician and see exactly what the job entails before making a decision if it's really the thing that you want to do. Because it's not for everybody. It's for people who work hard, who aren't afraid to work outside fixing garage doors, and want to make the money that they deserve. That's who it's for. If that doesn't fit you, then don't waste your time and hours in going through the process, because you're not going to be happy, and neither are we. But if you are motivated and you want to, you're already working hard and you're not making the money that you deserve, then this probably is going to be the right step for you. So it's go apply to a1.com. I think you can see the passion that Tommy has whenever it comes to supporting the employees, making sure that everyone has exactly what they need in order to be successful. And I can tell you that I've known Tommy for over a decade, and as much as I've done in business, and every time I get around Tommy, he inspires me to do things better as well. So, and when you're there in training, he's not going to be absent. You're going to see him walking through. You're going to see him writing his handleless Segway, which I still don't understand how that works, but going over there to the training facility to make sure that you're getting what you need in order to be able to be successful. So we've had Deidre here, fast and furious typing, looking at some people have filled out applications, and you let her know if you have. She'll go in there and get with the team to make sure that we have what we need to move forward. Also, you got a text message for coming to this meeting, coming to this call. If you have any questions, you can respond there as well to the text, the number on that text. It's not an incoming call line, but you can text back into it. The other thing is, a couple of people have asked, if you have a question, Deidre has gone through and answered it to make sure that you have what you need. And again, you can always text back into the number. We want you to go apply to a1.com, fill out the information. And like I said, it's an opportunity that's unlike just about anything else. I mean, if you went to work for an HVAC company or went to school at one of the trade schools, you're going to pay about $36,000 for the training. It's going to take you, it's going to be like going to college basically for the trade school. It's also you're going to have to pay for that, and you're not going to be paid during the training. Whenever you leave, you have 4 weeks in market, 4 weeks in Phoenix. Once you leave there with your brand new vehicle, state-of-the-art layout. I mean, they've even put time, effort, and energy into making it so that the van weighs about 800 pounds less than it did originally, so that it's more fuel efficient, so that it's easier for you to move in and out of. Every van is set up exactly the same, so there's no wondering where parts are if something happens or you have to use a different one. Everything has been thought out, so much so that Tommy has even put together a program called Vertical Track to help other business owners in the home service industry, because he is looked up to by just about everybody in the home service industry. And I consider myself lucky to be a part of the A1 team and to be able to work with him. And he didn't pay me to say that. They take the time, go do that. We look forward to seeing you on the other side. Look forward to getting your video interview and see if there's something that's going to be the right fit for you. Again, Tommy, any closing remarks before we sign off?
No, just listen, if you guys can, the video interview is a big deal to us. I know some of us are technology challenged. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, but if you can get through the process, make it to your ride along, ask a lot of questions. Just, if you want something better, this is it. This is the real deal. We are going to invest as much as possible in you. And when you get here to Phoenix, you're going to see what we're talking about. I can't wait to meet you guys. Literally, do this. Tell your wife, tell your girlfriend, tell your boyfriend. Like I said, I welcome women technicians. Right now, we have 1 out of 380 something, and she's killing it. And I'll tell you, I want you guys to go through this process and come out here to Phoenix. And it's never been better. If you're looking for a job where you could move up quickly, we've got managers, trainers. I got a weed whacker guy out here. But if you're looking for a job where you can move up quickly, I've got guys that started 60 days ago that jumped up to a new position. This is a place where you can accelerate your growth very, very fast. We're growing too fast to not have promotions going on every week. So this is the spot for you if you're here. You know, you're here for a reason.
Right.
So apply, go through the process, and I can't wait to meet you.
Absolutely. We're going to stay on for just a minute. Tommy, thank you for being here. If you want to hop off, that's fine. I know you got a bunch of people there. Deidre and I are going to stay on. We're going to continue to answer questions because there are so many. It's going to take a minute to get to there. We're typing as fast as we can. I type with 2 fingers. So we're going to be going through there. We might ask you what market you're in. Also, people are asking, is there openings by Tommy? Are there openings in this market or this market? If you received a text message to be on this call, it's because you already showed interest. You saw an ad on Facebook or saw something somewhere else. If you're on here, then yes, we have openings in your market. So instead of addressing every one individually, we know exactly what markets we invited to be on this call. And if you are invited to be on this call, we have openings where you are located. Decided to apply when I first found out about this, but webinar energy makes that excitement to a whole new level. Thank you, Rodney. Let's see, Albuquerque, Tucson. I think those were the ones that came in older. Thank you for the passion, Kevin. Let's see, there is a question. I'm not going to say the person's name. If you've had a DUI in the last 7 years, unfortunately, that does disqualify you. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means that you're not insurable. And for this position, you do have to have a valid driver's license without any major moving violations. So basically, a clean MVR, meaning no more than 2 minor moving violations in the last 3 years. But unfortunately, a DUI within 7 does disqualify you from the running. Again, doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Just had something unfortunate happen. It just makes it so that we can insure you to be able to drive our vehicles. Let's see what else we got here. Well, let's see. We should get a phone call or email for the ride along. What will happen, Kyle, once you have your application filled out and you've done the video interview, then you'll be reached out to do an interview with the hiring manager. Once you do the interview with the hiring manager, if it's a move forward, then he will schedule the ride along and let you know when that will be and where to meet the person to ride along with. Well, let's see. I've done the video interview, and after I got a text to join this meeting, I will be doing another video interview. If you do that, Joe, just make sure you use a different email or text into the number that you need a different link. Let's see. I applied to made only the ride along. Tech called in sick. Never heard back. Do I need to restart the whole process? No, Charles. Just type in there. Let Deidre know what market you're in, and we will find out what happened in that process. You have to go to Arizona to train. I'm in North Carolina by Charlotte. Yes, you do 4 weeks in market. So you'll ride with a technician there in the Charlotte area for 4 weeks. And then after that, you will then come to Phoenix for 4 weeks. We pay for everything. We pay for your flight. We pay you during training. We provide you a place to stay. It's a 2-bedroom apartment with your own bedroom in the apartment. You do share it with one other technician, but you both have your own bedrooms. And we give you food vouchers so that it's not costing you money in order to be there, and you're being paid during the training. Let's see. When I tried to apply and send a link again, it tells me I've already applied. Just respond to that text. Let's see. Already applied. We'll be looking at these, filling out the application right after this. This seems like the place for me. Love all your positive energy. Thanks, Josh. Let's see. Can you still send the link to the videos you mentioned earlier, please? Yes, we're going to send that out to everybody. Everybody's going to get the links to the testimonial videos. Yeah, we're going to send that out to everybody who attended the webinar. We'll have a list of that and we'll be sending it out to you. Let's see. I've done everything. Background check submitted today. Ready to see you in Phoenix. All right, Chad. Good to hear. So get me on that ride along. Applying today, and we'll do the video interview. Thank you. Good, Mario. Nate said, sounds too good to be true. In the industry for 5 years. What's the average technician making in Tucson? I said everything we do is for a clear path. You make 100K plus. We do have minimums that you get paid no matter what in the industry and in the area. So but the goal is for everyone to be moving through that. It still does also come down to how much you work, what you're able to do. and we are going to make sure that you're provided with enough leads in order to be able to get where you need to be. Is the ride along near the city we live in? Yes, it is. It's near the city you live in. Like I said, no matter if you got this, you're in a market where we have openings, and yeah, you do the ride along in the city that you're in. Should I mention in the interview that I know a few people working in my market? I know, yeah, you can. Just answer the questions. You can stay in Phoenix for the whole training. We trained it healthy that way. Great training. Yes, you're in Phoenix the entire 4 weeks. You're there the whole time. Chad is in Omaha. Make some friends through A1. There you go. How long does the whole hiring process take? We try to condense it. It can take for about 2 weeks through the hiring process. The biggest holdup is after you've gone through the process and the interviews is once we get to the point of having you fill out your onboarding paperwork, because we do a drug screening. We don't screen for THC because it's legal in a lot of states. We do it, but we do a drug screening, an MVR, your motor vehicle report, and a background check. Once those are done, then it moves over to onboarding. Those things take about 7 days once the decision has been made that you're going to be hired. And the quicker you can fill that information out and send it in, the easier it's going to be. Let's see, is Arizona travel new? I was recommended to apply by a few people and they never flew out. No, the Arizona travel has been in place. I've been with A1 for over a year, and it's been in place, I know, for at least 3 years. Virtual interview last month. All right. Is it training in all training? No, the first 4 weeks is in your local area, riding with a technician so that you can see day to day exactly what's happening. And then after that 4 weeks, so that you have an idea of what's going on, you're not just being thrown in blank. You come to Phoenix to go through the training where you do not only working on the parts, working on the doors, but also role playing. They have multiple garage doors set up in the training facility. And when the garage door opens, it's set up in a different way. There's one that's like with motorcycles in it, one that's a man cave. So that teaches you how to build rapport based on the things that are in there. Let's see, tool, can we buy our own based off references of tools? We're going to provide you with the tools. We know that we want, with the tools that we're using are the ones that we know are going to work the best for the job that you're doing. If you have some hand tools that want to use, but they're the major tools, some of the tools are over $1,000 a piece, which you probably will want to use the ones that are provided. Let's see, video call, so call. We'll find out about that for you. So let's see, is the 4-week ride-alongs paid? Yes, the ride-along is 1 day. Then the decision is made from there if you're going to be made an offer for the position. And then the in-market training where you're riding along, yes, it's paid. You get paid for that 4 weeks, and you get paid the 4 weeks that you're in Phoenix. So you're always going to be making for training, it's going to be a base of either $720 to $750 a week during that time. Like I said, compared to anywhere else that you go for training where you're not being paid, it's a pretty good deal. All right, let's see what we got here. Would you hire someone who comes from a different industry? You work as a realtor and photographer, but I've rebuilt multiple houses. A flipper would be some sort of background. Absolutely. For the apprentice position, if you have some mechanical experience, it's a bonus. This literally is no experience necessary. The things that you need to be able to do: valid driver's license, need to be able to climb a ladder, bend over, bend, stoop, whatever, lift 75 pounds without causing yourself harm. To be able to do that, but those are the main requirements that it comes down to. So yeah, if you've got some mechanical experience, is great. Matter of fact, if you don't have experience in garage doors, it's no problem. We teach you everything that you need to know. What are the hours like? So Andrew, you're able to dispatch from home, so you're able to start your day and end your day at home. Most days run around 8 hours. That's what the goal is, 8 hours. There are emergency calls. There is call out, because when someone's trapped in their garage, we need people that are available to work at nights and weekends to be able to go help them obviously get out of their garage, but that's the exception more than the rule. Let's see, sorry if I missed a question. What are the traditional work hours? Just answered that. So like I said, then there are some shifts. And like I said, we want you to be home for dinner. We want you to be able to go to your children's sports events. We want you to be able to do those things and have that work-life balance. So we're not going to run you ragged, because all that does is makes it to the point where you're just going through the motions. And we want you to be inspired to do the best job possible and to provide the best solution and help the customer make the best decision on the right solution for the issue that they're having with their door. All right. Is on-call a rotating schedule? There is, it's both. But there's sometimes, like I said, that there's usually not, depending on the market, the smaller the market, the more there might be call out. Larger markets like Phoenix, there's enough there that there are rotating schedules. So it just depends on the market. How many assignments do we complete daily on an average? That's going to depend. Like I said, I'm going to send you the links to the interviews of the some of the techs. And like I said, the one guy who talked about going on a ride along, the guy ran on 2 tickets for the day and made $600. So we're going to keep you with enough work, but we're not going to run you ragged. All right. Well, let's see what area you're hiring for. Live in Ann Arbor. Like I said, if you're on this call and you got the link to come to this call, we are hiring in your area. Let's see what benefits include medical, vacation, so you have PTO, medical, dental, vision. Is all covered from there. I don't believe there's a 401k right now, but you do have all your medical, PTO. Like I said, we want you to take time off. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Are we getting paid the first 4 weeks? Is there a location in Tucson? Yes. You get other than the ride along for the first day, everything else is paid. Got it. So how much is starting PTO? It starts off at 10 days. That's where it starts at. So it looks like we've kind of, I say they're still coming in. We've still got tons of people on here. This is great. Let me see. Just wondering if there are any warranties in the roofing industry. Many times there are warranties, but they're voided, for instance, with gutter guards. If someone tampered, will not system install. I can't answer the technical questions on the warranties. That'll be a question once you get to that point in the process. You can ask all those questions to the hiring manager. I'm not the warranty guy, so I don't have those kind of answers for you. I apologize. All right. Well, thank you everybody for taking the time to be on here. We really appreciate it. We will be sending you out to all those that attended a text message with a link to see the testimonial videos that we have from some of the trainees. What else? Like I said, we have a dream manager in place to help you map out the dreams that you're looking to achieve, because we know you come to work for your dreams, not ours. And we want to make sure that we provide you with assistance to be able to do that. Deidre, are your fingers numb yet?
I started to send out the messages and then you started reading them. So I stopped answering so that you could answer some of them live, because we were getting some repeats, but yes.
All right. So we're going to let Deidre go soak her fingers. Let's see, on medical benefits covered. Let's see, I submitted an application, did a video interview. All right, we'll go back through these. If there's anything that's left out, like I said, you can always text back into the number. Don't expect it to be immediate, because we do have to check in from time to time. There's not someone monitoring that text channel nonstop, just like you're not monitoring your phone. Most people do, but we'll go in. If you text back to that number that you received the text to come here for, we will get an answer for you. It may just take a little bit of time to get it, but we will not let you down. We will make sure that you get the attention that you need in order to move things forward for you. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. And we look forward to seeing a lot of you on the applications and the video interviews and showing up in Phoenix soon. Take care. Thank you, Deidre.